I just wanted to show you this area of grass right here. We used to fertilize it every 3 months with a granular traditional turf builder. Not very good results. It was always yellow and off color. This year we did something different. The soils here have always been coral rock and sand with very little black dirt. And since January of this year, we've done just a nutritional spray with Bio-Stimulants once a month, all year long. No weed controls at all. Look at this lawn, how nice and thick it is with no weeds. That's just the Bio-Stimulants that we incorporate in our lawn program. So what I did here is I flagged this area and I want to pull a core sample and I want to show you the difference in the quality of the roots here using the Bio-Stimulants. What this product does is it drives big long roots down into the soil and it creates black dirt. Okay, so I'm going to pull this out and we're going to take this sample, okay, and I'm going to take it to an area that I want to rinse the dirt away from the roots and just look how nice the roots are. So this lawn has not been watered in probably about a month, and you can see how the soil is still damp in this area. It's a little dry down here, but still has some dampness to keep the lawn well watered. Haven't put any irrigation on it, like I said, for about a month. So I'm going to cut this clip right now and we'll start it up again after I rinse the roots. Okay. This area of grass right here, we have not put any biostimulants or any type of nutritional sprays or fertility program here. And look at the amount of weeds. The weeds are everywhere. So this area has not been touched. And as we go over here, I'm going to pull a plug in this area. This soil, this is the best grass in this area. I want to pull this out. We're going to compare the roots from here that have not been treated with biostimulants compared to the other area that were treated with biostimulants. Notice the roots are very short and shallow. Okay? Okay, so this is our first sample of the grass that we treat with biostimulants, and look how much black dirt it's produced. And this used to be coral rock and sand with very little black dirt, and it's grown tremendously and hasn't been watered for, oh, I'd say probably about 4 weeks maybe. This area is the other part of the lawn that we've never treated. I mean, this year, growing season, we just left it alone. This is the area of grass that had a lot of weeds on it. And notice this very shallow root system, very short, with no soil, no thick black soil around here. And this is what stresses out the grass. You can see this lawn right here, this grass is lacking water. All the leaf blades are closed up compared to this one right here, which has a nice healthy root system that retains water. And look at these leaf blades aren't even closed up. It's showing no signs of water stress. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse these 2 samples off and show you just exactly the roots by themselves, and you can see the difference of how the biostimulants work to promote healthy, vigorous roots. And when you have a thick root system, it will produce nice thick grass up top, which really makes it difficult for weeds to push through and pop up in the grass because it's so thick and dense. Okay, now we'll compare it with this. See, the soil falls off very easily with this because there's hardly any roots. Compared to this takes some work to get that soil out of there because it's all retained in that large root system. So there's the difference of having a lawn program with biostimulants like we have at Eastern, and just a standard non-treatment program with just what you have in the lawn. That's the difference in quality of turf and quality of samples. That's it. So the key thing is here, when we go into the winter months, like from November through March, around this area in South Florida, we get a lot of root diseases that hit the grass. One is Rhizoctonia root rot. It's kind of a brown patch disease that kills off the root system. And the advantage of having biostimulants in our lawn programs is that the grasses don't succumb to diseases. And you have a nice vigorous root system that resists any disease entry points, and it fights it off, and it makes it very difficult for diseases to overcome a lawn. And this right here, it's pretty simple for a disease to gain entrance into this root system and kill off the lawn. So we're doing preventive maintenance with the biostimulants. It can choke out weeds. It can grow the grass in very thick and tight so weeds don't get in. And your watering schedule or inputs as far as watering to keep the lawn hydrated is drastically reduced because the roots drive deeper into the soil searching for moisture. There's plenty of moisture down below, but up near the surface, the sun dries it out, and we have shallow roots. The grass gets dehydrated very quickly because you have shallow roots. We have nice deep roots like here. It can find soil and moisture down below to keep the grass hydrated, and that's what we have here on our first plug, on that first sample that we showed you in the lawn. And the second sample, it just shows signs of water stress, very shallow root system. It succumbs to weeds, as you saw in the photos, lots of weeds in these areas, and disease. It's very easy for disease to get into this grass. So that's the difference between using biostimulants and our fertility program and not using biostimulants and just a standard program that doesn't work very well. But you can see the differences.